My name is Tunde Olatunji. I'm the MD of Periwinkle Condos, and we are a subsidiary of Periwinkle Residences. So we do strictly uh, build strictly condos at prime locations globally. So it's privileged to be here. It's almost some few days to New Year. Hope you all had a lovely or a successful Christmas day with your family. So today we've been getting a lot of some questions from people how how you can lead a team or how we've been doing it here successfully. How you can lead. This is for general everybody. Doesn't matter what industry you're working in. Doesn't matter whether you're in real estate, you're in farming, wherever department, wherever industry you're working with. These tips will definitely help you to lead your team successfully. Like we always say, in every organization, 85% is about human. We carry the job, we make the job successful. So how you manage people, how you develop relationship with your people, your staff, the member of your staff, even though if you're in a small team, how you lead them, the kind of relationship you build with them, how you see them is actually very, very important. How successful you're gonna be as a team. So I've noted some few points out to help. I'm sure you can see my PowerPoint. This is what I'm gonna use to analyze, to showcase how you can successfully lead your team. So before I dive into it, kindly subscribe, kindly share, and kindly likes. Also comment. Any topic you'd like us to talk about, we'll be happy to bring it to you. We're happy to review with you. We all always looking to growth. Education, knowledge can never be stopped. You need to keep learning more. You need to know more. I love learning. I love getting to know new things, meeting new people, traveling around the world. These are the things I love to do. So, how I personally been able to successfully lead my team for the past 3 years. I'm gonna share this with you, and you can apply it anywhere, anywhere. Even a small store, you have a small business. How you can lead a team. This is just some few of them. You can always share yours also. This is just my tip for you. So number one thing you need to do um, is to know what they know. This is very critical. You need to know what they know. You need to know what every member of your team knows. You need to know as a leader, as a manager, as a team lead, as a head, you need to know exactly what they know. Yes, we know business men uh, or the owner of companies, they love to recruit people to help them to solve problems. So I always tell my team when you come on board, I said, do you like to grow? If you want to grow, stop being irregular. Be relevant. Because when you're relevant, will transform your life. But when you're a regular person, that means you're comfortable with salaries. I'm not okay with salary. I'm not even driven by salary. I don't even want to know what my salary is. I'm just driven. I'm passionate about what I do. So I want to become relevant to a company that whatever they're doing, whatever decision they're making, they will think about me and I have to be part of the decision making. But when you're a regular staff, they're not thinking about you because all you think about is your monthly pay. So in order not to be a regular staff, you've got to be relevant. As a team lead, you need to know what your team, any member of your team actually knows. Secondly, know more than they know. As a team lead, this is very key. You need to know more than they know. It's important. That's why you're a leader. Yes, they might know more than you, but in terms of deeper knowledge about things around you, about the work environment, You need to have more product knowledge than they do. Thirdly, in your team, you need to understand what each person actually brings to the table. Okay? Some of us, I'm going to get to this point I'm going to make. We fail in this regard. You need to know what each person in your team, the member of team, actually brings to the table. That will help you to know how to maximize their potentials. Okay? It's very key. So use or work with each according to his or her capacity and skills. So if you don't know what each person brings to the table, you will not be able to do this. You've got to use their skills. If I'm good in Microsoft or PowerPoint, and then someone else is good in Excel or something else, and then you're forcing me to do PowerPoint for you when you know Mr. A or A knows how to do it better than me. Why can't you assign to A so we can be more productive and we can always also meet our timeline and meet our target? So you need to know in your team, every member of team, what they can do, yes, capacity, and you work with that. Also, each person's strengths and weaknesses. You need to know this. I've got my weaknesses, I've got my strength. One of my biggest attributes, one of my biggest things, I have got this knowledge to be able to read people. I can tell when I meet with you, I try to study you. So what I do most of the time is to use your weaknesses with my strength and let you see my weaknesses and allow you to help me with your strength. It's a collaborate stuff, all right? So we're a team, so we must be able to help each other. So also it's very, you don't want to create a toxic environment in your team, and most of team leads or managers, they love doing this a lot. They create unhealthy competition among the people or your member. This is not nice. You must learn how to create unhealthy competition among your team. They need to be competitive, all right? And then where you're not showing any favoritism, which is my next stop, my next point of line. So, and then you also help them to get tasks done. It's very key. Also, this is very important. Find out who in your team, okay? All right? This is key, all right? Because we're all about the result, all right? We have a deadline to meet, we have a timeline to meet. You're not there to joke around, okay? This is why your capacity, your ability to find out who can help you to get to result timely is very key. All right. So you need to know their strengths and their weaknesses, and they will be able to help you to get tax done. That quick win. All right. So you need to go after the quick wins. So those who can help you in your team, because we're a team. All right. Let them work together and help you to get that quick wins, give you that result. It's all about the result right now. It's result, result, result. And when your company is driven by money, it's all about the money, 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 money. Okay? So what it means right now is when you need to find who can help you to get tax done. Also, it also means that you must have at least two people that can actually play a role. It's just like football, all right? In every position in the football team, you've got two people or more that can play that same role, that same position. You need to find out. You need to have that in your team as well. And that's why it's good that you should be able to know what they know. So if you've got one person in that position, all right, if that person is absent or the person is not there, you can always replace that person with yourself and someone else that is capable to do that same thing that person does in your team. Very critical. I hope I'm able to communicate. Please share this, like this, try and use this, and let's keep going forward. Understand this Pareto principle analysis of 80%, to 20% rules. Okay, so it's so simple, and I'm going to show you guys a sample of this principle. What it's saying is if you have 10 people, all right, in your team, and you've been assigned to bring, let's say, $1 billion, okay, into that team, trust me, okay, 80% of that money, of 80% of the $1 billion that you've been assigned to bring in within a month or two will be brought in just by 20% of the people in your team. So if you've got 10 people in your team, okay, and you've got $1 million to be brought in, I'm saying just 2 people will bring 80% of that money that you're looking for. That's what Pareto principle is talking about. So you might be asking, what happened to the other 80%, the other people? Are you going to shove them out? Are you going to remove them? Or are you going to make them less of themselves? They're part of the successful team, okay? That is why we call it team, all right? And then if you look at football team as well, you find out 2 or 3 people at the end of the day score the goals or will do more. But remember, it's a collective team. They all work together. The 2 people wouldn't have been able to make that effort without the other 80% people. So that is what Pareto's principle is trying to tell us. That if you're looking for, let me put in an example for you also. For clientele base, this is also good for you, how you'll be able to manage your client as well. So if you have 100 clients, all right, and they should be, you have your database showing that these 100 people have bought into your properties, or they bought products from you, or they bought any other thing, or you bought your books, they bought your ebooks, anything that you're selling, or any product or any services you're putting out there. It's just saying that 20% of them, right, they will bring 80% of your resources, of your revenue to you. So you need to know how to manage the 20%, all right? And the remaining 80% as well, you need also, because you need them. One of the good things when you are using this principle in a team, why you don't neglect the other 80% that probably didn't bring anything at this time, is because it might be a monthly target, all right? Okay, so next month, another person can spring up from the other 80% that didn't do well the last time, okay? The table can turn, all right? So you must keep everybody on their toes, let them know about the product, give them the product knowledge, give them the necessary skills to help them to do well. So just bear this in mind. So if you're looking for $1 million, okay, in your team, just 20% of that will bring you the 80%. So basically that's what that principle is saying. And I'm going to show you a table of a figure to analyze that. So show no favoritism. That's what I'm talking about. But because they know, maybe they can tell that you cannot favor you favor than they do, or all the time you talk about hey, and then you're neglecting other member of your team. That is no. Okay, be disciplined. You need to, as a team lead, you've got to be disciplined. It's very key. You must be disciplined. It's very key, because you know what? They're watching you. Okay, you must be disciplined. Try to avoid getting caught up in some indisciplined stuffs at workplace. You need to be highly disciplined. Discipline can be in a lot of ways. On next time, I'm going to talk about that topic, about how to be disciplined at work. Okay, so because they're watching your morale, the way you heart, you don't come late. All right. For example, I'm always the second person that gets to the office every day. I'm here 7:15 all the time. You know, you need to set that example. All right. I'm the MD. I can as well walk in 9 o'clock. No, but that's not that does. So the next time someone else might walk in 8:30. So yeah, you come late. All right. especially when you're working with a Gen Z right now. So you need to show that discipline, punctuality also is very key. So let's move to the next one. Uh, this is very important. All right, this is really bad. A lot of people uh, they do very bad in this regard. Be self-sufficient. You know that when you kind of you filled up, you have a passion, be passionate about your job more. All right. So when you've been passionate about your job, you self filled up. I know because some people say, why I'm doing what I'm doing is because I'm not getting well paid. The salary is not enough. Why did you accept the job? Why? There are lots of other jobs right now. Anything that is going to affect your integrity, you need to take yourself out of that. Be self sufficient. You're not there to kill the company, be there to grow the company. Okay? You need to be self sufficient. You need to be filled up. You don't get tempted by things around you. All right? So, in our industry, we get when you're passionate and self sufficient, we get so you won't be able to be compromised. I'm telling you, your vendors, your partners, they can try to back you over, give you a tips or something to compromise you. But when you're filled up, all right, you're self-sufficient, you're not gonna get compromised at all in your business. Also, maybe you coming in new as a new staff. Some people might be trying to tempt you and say, you know what, this is what we do. This is what we do. Like trying to in a way to compromise. This is what they do to compromise situation. But when you're self-disciplined, self-sufficient, you won't get compromised. And this is how you can grow as a leader in your team. Okay, so this is sample of the Pareto principle that I'm going to show. So if you look at this side, right? Let's say you got 8 staff member and you've given them target. Okay, if you're giving them target to meet, so you can see this total figure over here, and I'm showing you us, right? This is the total figure. You will find out this total figure was brought in just the biggest chunk of it was brought in by 2 people. That means that shows like kind of like 20% of the people brought the highest money. Okay, so this person here brought 600, and the next person here actually brought 300. So these are the 2 people that brought the highest money. You can do. They brought 800. So and the other people also valuable because that their contribution means a lot to the team as well. But Pareto principle is just telling us that you should be expecting 20% of your staff, 20% of your workforce, 20% of your clients, 20% of what you do will bring the chunk, the 80% of the resources that you are looking for. So you've got to be able to treat the other 80% people because they are part of a team. All right. So it is very important. All right. Um, so, and again, when you're in a team, okay, you have there the owner of the company or the board member brought you on board to solve problems. Okay, most times when people join a new company, they become the disaster for that same company. No, you're there to solve problems. Okay, you're there to solve problems to provide solutions. Okay, don't create more problems. Okay, this is a disaster. I'm telling you, some people jump on board. I've been a my previous workplace where somebody new to join came up with a toxic attitude from a different company trying to bring it on board. Immediately we just shut him down that we are family, all right? We kind of discipline. This is how we do things. And before you know it, he find his way out again, you know? So you're there to solve problems. You're there not to create more issues, you know? Don't create more. Be innovative, be creative. And you remember when I said, don't be regular, be relevant, all right? This is how to be relevant, solve problems, and don't create more. And as we there, when I'm bringing somebody new to my team, I'm expecting that person to solve problems for me, not to create more. Okay? And I'm always there to help them to realize their potential because that is what I do. Okay. So also, this is very key. This is very, very important. All right. You need to show as a team lead, as a leader, as a manager, okay, leading a team, you need to show the way first. Okay. And then you see them following. All right. So in a question I was asking one of my team, I said, okay, there's a river, all right, and I'm asking you jump into that river, all right? Would you jump into that river? She said, no. Okay, so what about if I jump into that river first? Will you jump? He said, yes. Okay, so that shows that if you have a target, if you're being assigned a task, show them how to do it first. That's why you're a team lead. All right, you lead by example. Okay, show them how to do it. All right, if you've been assigned to bring some certain amount of money, maybe you've been asked to bring $1 million in. All right, but you as a team lead, you go ahead to bring maybe like 20% of that money already before they know it. They wake up, you get a response, you see all of them. Everybody wants to say, wow, it's done it. That means it is doable. So we can also do it. So you need to show the way first. Some people will say, okay, we've got $1,000 target. All right, guys, go haul out there, go and do it. Go and bring the money. Go and bring the money. Some of them will say, so if it's that easy, why don't you go and get the money? Okay, but if you show them how to do it, all right, you show the sample that this is doable. I can do this. Okay, it will go a long way. For example, what I do in most of my team, if we got a product to sell, I'll make sure I set that product first. All right, before you know it, boom, I'm selling. All right, it's okay. So if the MD can do this, that means I can do it also. The next thing you start seeing them performing. All right, show them how to do it. So show how to win first. All right, and win first. You've got to show it. Don't just be a leader. Oh yeah, go and do it. You should be able to do it. Do it first. Okay, especially when you're in a operating in a competitive environment. All right. So show them how to win first, and you win. So when you win, all right, you will win them over. All right, it's easy. It's a principle. So when you win, okay, if I jump into the river and say, okay, it's doing that, I can do that. All right. If I bring that amount of money in, if it's brought that money in, I can build it. I can bring that money in as well. That's the team lead. All right. So you see them following you. If you're able to win first, if you're able to lead first, lead well, you will see them following you. Then you've got followers, and then you've got a team, and then you get results. And then that shows you will help your team, your company to meet the bottom line. Okay? And as a leader, like I said here, as a leader here, you can't just fold your hands and expect them to do it all alone. Just go and do it. I don't care. What I just care about, you guys should come up with the result. Okay. Watch them sleeping as well. Then you all faith collectively together. Okay. So as a team lead, even if you own that company yourself, you are the owner of the company. Show them how to do it. Get them relationship customers together. Build your contact. Make that first contact with your investors. Bring somebody on board to buy your product first, and they will be triggered to go all out and bring more customers for your business and bring more money for your business, and your company will grow or at least meeting 75% of your target monthly or yearly. All right. So that's being a leader. Don't just fold your hand and expect them, okay, to do it all alone. You must get involved. Be active in your business. That is how to build a sustainable business. Okay, leverage on your contact. You're starting a business. You should be the first person to push all out. I remember our chairman, Dr. Chiedo Inweke, when he started Periwinkle, he went out, started talking to his contact, his friends. Oh, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. All right. So they are the best people that you can easily sell things to. So he led by example. Okay, and at the end of the day, the result is paying up for him. Okay, so you leverage on your relationship, your contact, and people around you. So it's very key. So that will help you to increase your bottom line and going to help you to reduce your failure, that aspect of failure or inability to meet your set target. So it's a collective effort, all right? We win together. It's a win-win together, and we celebrate together, not separately. And every department, you should know, every department has a target. Whether you're in a construction business, you're in fintech business, you're in a banking, anywhere, this what I've just shared with you can help you. And I hope what I'm saying so far is helping somebody. Don't forget, you can also try to, make your contribution, add more to this, and from day one, just start getting involved. It's a team thing. Don't fold your hand. Let's work together. It's a collective workforce, and then together we are one. Okay, so I would say thank you to you. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to share and like and comment as well. We appreciate this. And next time I'm going to pick up a fresh topic to talk about. And by that time, we're in New Year already. So happy New Year in advance. Cheers.